when I first saw you, with your smile so tender, my heart was captured, my soul surrendered. It's been a lifetime waiting for the right time. Now
Hey, welcome back to the channel. We have I'm going to do a little bit of a mashup sort of a deal with Angelina and Elvis, both live. Angelina is 11 here, and I'm not sure how old Elvis is, but he's near the end of his career. So I would guess maybe late 30s, early 40s. I'm not really sure. There's no date on the performance that I could find, and but I know it's late in his career. You'll see what I'm talking about. So, as you know, when I do videos, or you may not know, when I do videos, part of what a YouTube creator is supposed to do is I can't just take somebody's video and repost it and call it my own, right? And I don't know, I guess you could do that, but I don't know. What we're supposed to do is, with our original content merged with the borrowed, if you will, or reposted or reused, whatever you want to call it, content, is we're supposed to add our unique value, whatever that may be. And for some people, it's their personality. For some people, it's they have something they feel is interesting to say. Sometimes you have music experts that have analysis of things, and everybody has their own unique perspective anyway, but it's like, that's what we're supposed to do, is add value. So some people say, hey, Steve, you talk too much. Hey, Steve has to talk too much. Okay, Steve has to talk. Do I have to talk too much? What's too much? I don't know what too much is. There's no real rules or regulations on that. What happens is, when I get done with a video and I post it, then during that process of posting it to YouTube, then it does a bunch of checks before it gets actually posted. And one of them has to do with that, copyright issues. And you can get copyright issues for audio or video or both. And it can be anything from partially being blocked in certain countries, which is very common, or the other day I posted an Elvis video and I got totally blocked, the whole thing. Nobody can see it. So it's of no value to have it on the channel. I took it off. It was on there, but it's like no one can see it. So I have an archive of everything that I create. I have an archive of it, so I've got that. But it's not gone forever. It's just off of YouTube. And so I just want to explain that to you, because people think I talk too much. I just ramble on. And maybe it's not particularly interesting or of much value. But I try to give you my viewpoint. I am a straightforward, honest guy. What you see is what you get. And sometimes I have to pick and choose words carefully, because I can be overly opinionated at times. I try not to be. I also like this channel to be what I consider to be a sanctuary, where you come here and listen to Angelina. With the exception of, like right now, I'm posting some Elvis videos. There's a reason for that, and I'll explain it in a second. But usually I'm mostly the main artist on my channel is Angelina. Why? I'm a fan. I've never heard anybody that can sing like her. Touches my soul when she sings. That's an unusual occurrence in my lifespan, and she's the best. That's it. So who else would you want to cover? Who else do you want to cover? Okay, I can't bring myself to cover other artists right now, because Angelina's the best, and I just can't get enough. So I share that experience with you guys by posting these videos. I go find them. Oftentimes I watch them, then I post them, and put together my whatever I'm going to say. I have no script. I just talk. So I might talk about anything, and it could be a current thing that happened recently in my life. It could be the video. It could be like right now I haven't said a thing about this video, I don't think, and I'm going to try to do that right now. So let's get back on topic. I do get sidetracked quite easily and quite often. So what I will do, though, is I'll post at the bottom on the screen. It'll say when the music starts. So you can skip right past all me talking if you want to. Go right to the music. You're not going to hurt my feelings at all. I want you to enjoy the music. I'm doing this because I like to do this part, but I'm also doing it because I have to do this. Okay, I hope you guys understand that. I think a lot of people just think I talk to hear myself talk, which it would appear to be that way. But what I'm really doing is I'm just trying to add something to the video if I can. That's what I'm supposed to do, and hopefully it avoids copyright issues where the video gets blocked and you guys can't see it, okay? Because I do try to put together something that's maybe a little interesting or a little bit different, you know? Now, people do mashups. Some people like mashups. Some people don't like mashups. One of the things I do want to say is that I'm not looking at the mashups, in this case especially with Angelina and Elvis, I'm not looking at it as to do a comparison, okay? As far as I'm concerned, Angelina and Elvis fit in a category of standalone icons. They're musical icons. And they are their own artists, okay, both of them. Even Angelina in this video is 11 years old, okay? And Elvis is near the end of his career. As I said, I don't know how old he is, but he's not a young performer anymore. He's been around. But still, they're both, everybody knows Elvis. You just say Elvis, everybody knows exactly who you're talking about. Most people could probably rattle off the names of a bunch of their favorite songs by Elvis, right? And Angelina is rising. She's not there at that level yet, but I believe she's going to get there within the next maybe a couple of years, maybe 1 or 2, maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. But she's been steadily, ever since she was little, her family and her desire to perform and sing have created a path. Oh no, hang on. I got to pause for a minute. If I can. No. Pippi? No, Pippi. Okay, sorry about that. My dog is, somebody had the nerve to pull out of their driveway next door. Oh, those people. What are they thinking? So anyway, Pippi's not a big fan of that. So she likes to alert me to movement. I'm just like a motion detector. So back to Angelina. So they are not, it's apples and oranges. You can have a beautiful, perfect apple and a beautiful purple or perfect orange. And they are both unique and special for the qualities that they bring. That's what I see here with Angelina and Elvis. They are two completely different performers, singers, artists, whatever you want to call them. And they're not comparable by any, there's no measurement that exists, I think, that you can use as a fair way to make a call on who's the best. Also, music is certainly personal. I know there's people that love other artists that they tell me about, and I listen. I say, yeah, they're pretty good, you know. But have you heard Angelina? She's the best. They listen to Angelina, and they say, yeah, she's pretty good. Okay, I'm with the show, right? But you know, everybody's got their own taste. So I'm going to quit yammering now. I think it's a good time to get the video started. So we're going to do a little bit of a mashup here. I'm just having fun with it. I just think it's also interesting sometimes when two singers do the same song. I personally like to hear them kind of side by side. It's not really to pick a winner or a loser, but you know, it is a way to compare certain things. That why do I like this part different, you know, and that kind of thing. That's what I think. You know, whatever. You guys can do what you want. You can have a contest. You can have a Super Bowl contest. It's okay with me. All right, guys. We'll see you at the end. I'll do some more talking because I should oughta. And hopefully that'll avoid copyright issues. And with the Elvis video in particular, those are the kind of videos that get blocked fairly regular if you're not particular about how you put them together. So we'll see how it works out today. Maybe yes, maybe no. I'll talk to you at the end. Bye-bye.
Thank you, baby. I know. In 1960, we did a song called It's Now or Never. And it was taken from the Italian song O Sole Mio. So I'd like to ask Cheryl Nielsen to do the Italian version of O Sole Mio, and then we'll do It's Now or Never. Listen to his voice, ladies and gentlemen.
Ma notte sole che belle ore, o sole mio, stand front and day. Oh sole, oh sole mio.
Smart, I think.
Stand front and say, stand
Good grief, man.
When I first saw you, with your smile so tender, my heart was captured, my soul surrendered. It's been a lifetime waiting for the right time. Now that you're here, the time is here, Lord, at last.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love will wait. When I first saw you, with your smile so tender, if we lost true love and sweet devotion, your lips excited me. Let your arms invite me. For who knows when we'll meet again this way.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Yeah, tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love will wait.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love will wait.
Just like a willow, we would cry in ocean if we lost true love and sweet devotion. Your lips excite me, let yours invite me. For who knows when we'll meet again, Lord, always wait.
Just like a willow, we would cry in ocean if we lost true love and sweet devotion. Your lips excited me. Let your arms invite me. For who knows when we'll meet again this way.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Yeah, tomorrow will be tonight. Now never. My love will wait. It's now or never. My love will wait. It's now or never. My love will wait. It's now or never.
was fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love will wait. It's now or never. My love will wait. It's now or never. My love will wait. It's now or never. My love will wait.
Okay, excuse me. Oh, I've had this cough for way too long. Sorry about that. Yeah, it never seems to bother until just before I'm ready to talk. While I'm talking, that kind of thing. I don't cough. I walk around the rest of the day. I don't cough at all, right? So I guess it's maybe in preparation of the vocal cords working. It has to clear it out a little bit. So anyway. Yeah, so there you see, I didn't really, a lot of times in the mashups, I like to overlap certain sections, but I wasn't able to do it here. I did try. What happens is Elvis is singing at a little faster tempo than Angelina, so you can only get like a word or, a little 1 second spot to match, and then it starts to get off, and then it just sounds like a mess. So I saved you the mess part. I didn't do it, although I did. In my experimenting, where I could get the words to match up, boy, I'll tell you, it's really spooky how close they are together in their everything, their tone and everything else. It really is. It's really almost, it's almost scary. Like, yikes! But yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see them side by side like this. Now, a lot of people have mentioned before that it seems like Angelina's singing in the same key, basically the same tone. Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? So an 11-year-old girl singing with a late 30s, early 40s guy that's been singing forever. If you want to draw a comparison in any way, I'm not saying who's better because it's apples and oranges, but it's pretty amazing that Angelina has that depth in her voice at 11 years old. And of course, she's gone way past that now as she's gotten a little older. But at that time, man, that was unbelievable to hear her sing. And it still is, because she's stepped up her whole game, and every year she's gotten better and better and better. And better, by better, I mean the tone of her voice is richer, deeper, it's got more in it, more special sauce. And she already had way more than anybody else back when she was 11 years old, and earlier. But now it's just a whole new level. It's many levels above a lot of people. A lot of great, beautiful singers out there. There are. They just don't have the extra stuff that Angelina has. That's the thing. I mean, that's what I think. And that's just my opinion, of course, as a carpenter. And a person that's listened to music his whole life, as a carpenter, when I used to drive to work every morning and every night home, the radio was on, music was playing. I can remember I used to have 8-tracks, I used to have cassettes, I used to have CDs, all in the car, all laying all over the place, Some people used to keep those highly organized, and I used to try to do that, but it didn't work very well, so they were just laying all over. So anyway, that's back in the day. I think 8-track was 8-track the first. Well, actually, cars way back when, a lot of cars didn't even have radios. Okay, and then you had you could do an AM radio and an AM/FM radio. Wow, that was something new. And then eventually, you had the buttons for picking. You could preset channels. Man, that was like a miracle. And then it just kept it seemed like every year there was new stuff, you know, and it continues to this day actually. So now you got a screen in your TV or a TV screen in your car that tells you where you're going, where to turn, this, that, the other thing, everything about the car. You know, it's like a spaceship compared to what we used to drive around. A big heavy metal box. But I will say the older cars, they were made out of metal. There wasn't the early cars, the 50s and 60s, 40s, even before that, all the way up to the 50s and the 60s, the cars were made out of a lot of metal. So like the dashboard was all metal. That's where seatbelts kind of came in because people would get in a crash and bang into the element. Well, even the steering wheels were hard stuff, made out of hard stuff, whatever it was. Because plastic wasn't really all that big back in those days. Matter of fact, I don't know when they invented plastic for general use, but it was you didn't see stuff made out of plastic. It was made out of other stuff. A lot of cars had wood on them, believe it or not. There was an old Woody wagon. It was a kind of a classic surfer kind of a car. So this is back in the day, okay? Now listen, I don't know how I got on that topic. But Angelina, yeah, Angelina and Elvis side by side, apples and oranges completely. Different generations, different times, different parts of their career. You know, it's there's no fair comparison. I really don't like when people try to compare things that aren't really comparable in any way because it's not fair. You know, it's almost like you're setting the stage for an outcome that you want rather than trying to do a fair actual comparison. That's just my opinion. And of course, you can get vocal people on here that'll analyze the voice and this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, that's fine. You know, as far as I'm concerned, if they come out and they say that Angelina did it better, I'm all with that, okay? Just because I'm an Angelina fan, so oh yeah, baby, yeah, I knew it, you know, that kind of thing. As far as me being an analyst or anything like that, yeah, I'm not. No, music to my ears is when the hammer hits the nail nice and solid and drives the nail in. That is music to my ears. And the other music to my ears is actually not music. It's when you don't hit your hand with the hammer. Oh baby, that's silent music right there. You know that's a good experience when the nail goes in and your hand is unscathed. That was back in the old days. Now we use screws, and but the same thing applies. Sometimes the screw gun can slip off the screw and stab your hand. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. You know, you get that happen a couple times a day, and now you got all kinds of stuff, to bandages and rags to keep your hand from leaking all over everything. Yeah, okay. Been there, done that many times. So, yeah, I'll get off that topic. So we'll move on to the next thing, okay? Hope you guys like this little semi-quasi mashup kind of looking thing. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I am hoping that by having all this talking stuff that you guys probably aren't listening to, I hope not. Please don't stay here and listen to me talk if you got better things to do, okay? Which could pretty much be anything, okay? I'm just rambling on, okay? I'm trying to use up some time and so that whoever's checking this stuff can say, well, the music videos were 13 and a half minutes long, and he talked for an hour and 52 minutes. Where's the scale? Okay, hour 52. Yeah, okay, you let him go. He can have the video posted, okay? I don't know how they do it. But, yeah, it's I'm just trying to do my best. And I would fully expect most of you would skip all this talking stuff, okay? If you're here, still here, you're my hero. You really are. I don't believe I could sit through watching myself talk this long. But I guess it is what it is. So we will see you on the next video. Have a good day, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.